Okay, excellent. Okay, all right. How are you doing?
Hello, hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, awesome. We shall get started in a little bit. So let's wait for everybody to kind of join us. And then we'll walk through what tonight's going to look like. No training, you know, we're done with that, right? You know, so you guys are doing well. Training is an ongoing thing, right? Ongoing learning is part of our should be part of our vernacular in cybersecurity, right? So always learning new things, new technology, everything. So that never stops, and that's the awesome part of our industry. So always have to stay on your toes. All right. You guys want to come off the well, you can a little bit. So for those of you that want to feel comfortable, you guys can come off, put yourself on camera. You know, I mean, tonight's just a real nice, relaxing night. Okay. And I'll discuss, of course, all the next steps in just a moment. Let's just give it a moment for everybody to kind of trickle in. Hope everybody's doing okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to be on camera tonight because this is the right thing to do, right? You know, so anyways, I think you guys are awesome. So what time do we have? Well, it's that time. We'll wait till about 5 after. Okay. Let everybody kind of trickle in because I have a commencement speech. Okay. And then we're going to do popcorn style. I'll explain. And then then we have a Kahoot and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah. Good evening. Congratulations. You guys are awesome. So, yeah, I just don't want everybody to miss out on the commencement speech because it's for everyone and it's heartfelt and, you know, we don't just half step this either. There's a lot of information and I try to, you know, take 30 years of information and like do a matrix mind meld, right? Just kind of infuse it. It's kind of hard though, you know, right? So, but I try to pass on as much information as I can, you know, especially the elements that are going to bleed real well into the real world, right? Because it's instantly transferable skills, right? And then, you know, you have to master these skills. So see, who else do we have? Who are we looking like in numbers? Yeah, so everyone take a moment too to fill out the virtual, you know, the virtual yearbook. Did you guys see that? So here, let me go ahead and.
Is that what Brittany posted earlier?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like this. And then you can post your comments. Last time we used board. And so Brittany was able to find us something else too. So love you, Brittany. Brittany is awesome. She's awesome, awesome. So yeah, go ahead and take a moment, right? While we're waiting for folks to go ahead and fill out the digital yearbook. And then at the very end, of course, you can export it. We'll leave it live and open for, I don't know, about a week or so. And then you can export it, save a copy, right, for your records. Some modern touch to the paper yearbook, right? So how's everyone feeling? Feeling okay? Everybody should be feeling awesome. Everybody should be feeling awesome. All right, so it's about 4:03. We'll get up a couple minutes. Again, take a moment to you know, make some comments. give each other shout outs. You deserve it, right? So definitely deserve it, right? So this is what I wrote, but Brittany's written it. Brittany's written hers too. So yeah, amazing, you guys. All right, we'll give it another 60 seconds and then we'll get started. I posted the link to up if you scroll up as well. So like, invite, let's do this. Let's see. Copy, put it in the chat as well. So for you guys, let me see. Where'd the chat go? Where'd my chat? There it is. I'm so out of it today. Okay. All right. So that's the link to you guys. So go ahead, take a few moments to, start write a message. You have to create an account. I mean, I didn't. I was able to post it. It's just if you want to edit it, then you need to create an account. But I didn't need to create an account at all. It's just that simple. Write your message, post it, boom, done. And you can do it with or without the GIF or the picture or whatever you want to do, which is awesome. A lot of flexibility there. All right, so let's take a couple moments and do that, and then we'll get started. Everybody feeling okay? Everybody's kind of quiet. Don't be quiet tonight. Tonight's more like happy hour kind of thing, Come off your mics, I mean, come on, you guys. Put on your cameras, let's say hi. Let's, it's basically an open-ended happy hour. I do have a commencement speech. I do have some type of formality to it. Last time we had a slide deck. We went through a variety of things and all that, which was awesome. We had a lot of people back then too. Tonight's going to be a little bit more intimate session, but I do have a commencement speech. We're going to open it up popcorn style then, right, for each of you to kind of go through, what you got out of it, and a couple of other questions I have for you guys. Open it up for any other thoughts and words from everyone else. And then we will go through a Kahoot, because I have a Kahoot ready for you guys too. We'll do that at the end, and then we'll wrap it up. So everybody feeling okay? Let's get pumped up, you guys. Get pumped up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this on the view. So, you can continue to write while I'm actually doing the commencement speech, okay? Because it's probably about 5 minutes of your time, okay? I do have a lot of words, but I do make them impactful, okay, nonetheless, all right? I'll just talk the talk and walk the walk, okay? So is everybody pretty much here that's going to be here? Let me check out the numbers. Who do we have? We have a variety. Okay, that's enough, I guess, so far. Awesome. So continue to fill this out, right? And I'll be speaking, I'll be talking like I always do, right? But you can eat up that time too, multitasking through posting on your yearbook, your digital yearbook, all right? So, hi, right? First of all, thank you all for being here today, because you could be anywhere else in the world, but you choose to be here with us. And that says a lot, right? I know this is graduation, so it just goes to say that you're going to show up for that, right? But, you'd be surprised. Some people don't, right? So, for those of you that don't know me, right, any guest here, for instance, my name is Anna London, and I'm a U.S. Army disabled veteran and founder and CEO of Cyvergance AI, with 30 years of experience in the cyber industry, having supported Department of State, FBI, Anthem, currently Treasury, right, and others, with a mission to close the diversity and critical skills gaps in the cybersecurity workforce through removing barriers to entry like this internship, for example, that affords students the ability to apply what they've learned in academics in a real-world setting. Because even with a 4-year degree or a cybersecurity certificate program, the first question employers ask is, okay, you have a degree, great, but what about, the hands-on experience, actually hands-on work experience do you have, right? So internships like this one solves that problem. And I would be remiss if I did not give a massive shout out to our management team, which has been instrumental in leading us to success with this program, as it was a huge undertaking, right? Now we have a lot less folks than we did last time, but still, so the quality is there, right? Every individual is equally as important and valuable, right, in our program, whether we have 100 students or 5, right? I am grateful for your tireless support, right? Eric and Marlon and David and Ian and Lance and Brittany and all of you, okay? Couldn't do it without you, support of our interns and our program, okay? And with that, I want to congratulate all of you who made it through this rigorous program. You met challenging key performance indicators of this program and are graduating tonight. Everyone here deserves to be here, okay? Your consistency, hunger, and passion for learning have paid off. And I'm honored to have been one of your mentors along your journey to becoming a cybersecurity professional, okay? So look, cybersecurity is such a crucial part of our modern economy, right? It's something the world is determined to get right. And we know the scale of the threat is significant because 1 in 3 small firms and 65% of large businesses are known to have experienced a cyber breach or attack in the past year. And of those large firms breached, a quarter were known to have been attacked at least once per month. Our entire global information grid must be protected against the threat because our economy is digital. Over 95% of businesses have internet access, and the internet is used daily by over 80% of adults. 4 out of 5 people in the US purchased something online in the past year, or even in the last few minutes for that matter, right? A lot of us are Amazon junkies. We know the cost of a successful attack can be huge. And my message today is clear. You know, if you're not concentrating on cyber defenses, you are courting chaos and catering to criminals. And one of the critical issues is the gap between awareness and action. Okay, research from last year and beyond found that most businesses said cybersecurity was a high priority for them, but only around half really had taken action to address cyber risks. And fewer still had formally written cybersecurity policies or incident management plans. So as well as protecting the US at a national level, we cybersecurity professionals are in a critical role of supporting the wider economy and society. That is the parts of industry and society the cybersecurity services have not traditionally engaged with, including small and medium-sized businesses, charities, underrepresented communities, supply chain, critical infrastructure, and of course, educational institutions. So we know the nature of the threat. And to give some sense of its scope of it, it's no exaggeration to say that cybersecurity vulnerability is one of the most significant strategic threats to the United States and our allies. The final piece in the jigsaw, and a crucial one in our industry, is to continue growing by filling the skill shortage. There are over 1 million open jobs in the area of cyber. And as recent cybersecurity internship graduates, you are uniquely positioned to contribute critically to the nation's cybersecurity in government and commercial industry as you fill critical jobs in signals intelligence, information security, computer network defense, and exploitation. As a result of this expertise, you'll be able to provide end-to-end insights into malicious cyber activity, internet infrastructure and networks, and the activities of hostile foreign powers. Our program possesses one of the leading collections of information security talent in the United States based on the sheer breadth and depth of your focus on governance, risk, and compliance, and your ability to demonstrate what you have learned to future employers to make a difference, truly. Today, I want to challenge you to pay it forward by arming those around you to employ good cyber best practices so they also avoid becoming a statistic. Good cyber hygiene, like I always say, starts at home. So implement what you have learned in this program on your home network first and with your friends and family. 82% of hacks last year were attributed to the human element, okay? Take advantage of these opportunities to educate others when they arise. Because education and consultation go hand in hand. And you'll see that also as you become consultants, or of course, direct hire employees with employers, or even starting your own businesses. Whatever you do with your education, please be known at least as much for your humility, kindness, and concern for others as for your professional accomplishments. Okay, so please also work to extend the opportunity to others, just as has been extended to you. I always said, right? Everyone was welcome. We did, we vetted a lot of you. We vetted, in fact, every single one of you. So every single one of you deserves to be here. Okay, and you've earned it. Okay, definitely. So, but I always say just pay it forward, right? Help others. Okay. Look, congratulations. You've accomplished great things and you're going to achieve even more. So let's take a moment to give a round of applause for this cohort graduations, right? January 2024, and hear from our interns who made it through the program, right? So let's take a moment to, give a shout out. Woohoo! Applause. You guys are quiet. Anyone want to come off mic? So what we're going to do now is we're going to do popcorn style. So each intern, popcorn style, is going to highlight what this program means to you. Okay, what you got out of it and what role in cybersecurity you see yourselves pursuing. Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm going to get us positioned for our Kahoot. Okay, so anyone want to say a few words? Program management team, anyone else that would like to offer up some words of encouragement while I get our Kahoot ready? Anyone? I'm not going to go name by name by name, right? So,
Yeah, I guess I can
will
start. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Go
can you
ahead.
hear me? This internship was actually it was an eye opener, right? In the beginning, I thought I wanted to definitely dive into SOC, but I found myself really enjoying GRC. So now that's definitely an avenue that I'm willing to pursue. It was a wealth of knowledge that you guys provided us, and for that I'm very grateful. You guys did a great job. I know we had some hiccups along the way with miscommunication and emergencies that happened, but that's life. Other than that, I can't thank you enough for what you provided for us with this. So thank you, and thank you everyone that was part of your team. Brittany, David, Eric, Troy. Thank you guys.
Takes a village. It does. It takes a village, right? And you see that. So cybersecurity is not a one-person job. Running an internship is not a one-person job either. It takes a lot of people. And you get out of it what you put into it. So those of you that really dove in with scuba gear, I mean, it shows, right? It shows. Michael, you're one of those. And so definitely appreciate you too. So, definitely appreciate you. So who wants to go next? And congratulations, by the way. Does anyone want to go next?
I can go next.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good evening, everyone. I want to seize this opportunity to congratulate all of us who are here tonight or who are able to complete this program. For me, it's been an amazing journey. Um, Anna was my instructor at American University. Uh, she impacted a lot of knowledge in us, and that's why I decided to, when she spoke about the internship, I was like, okay, no, I have to be here because it's a different thing to have academia. It's another thing to be able to apply it. So I really appreciate the fact that she has given us the opportunity to apply what we have learned academically into the real life scenarios. And for me personally, the GRC wasn't really explained. There wasn't really a dive into GRC while we're in school. But joining this internship has given me the opportunity to have a better understanding of the different authority documents. We have different compliance, GDPR. I'm learning about FERPA for the first time. Never heard anything about FERPA. So I'm thrilled that for me personally, I've been able to learn a lot. And another thing is the presentation skills. This is not something we can learn once. It takes like a repetition of it to get to know it. So, and the fact that I'm able to face a lot of people and talk, I face customers, but it's one-on-one. But then being in the midst of a large group, I learned a lot, and leveraging on the feedbacks and also watching other people, I learned a lot. So I want to say thank you to you, Anna, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you to my colleagues for, giving the feedback. I really appreciate it. For me, I was thinking because in school we learned like 9 different domains. It was like drinking from 9 different fire hoses, but we saw it
Yeah.
through GRC. I came in with the intention of, going for, SOC analyst, because to me then, I thought it was the very easiest way for me to learn about the different cybersecurity role. But joining the GRC, it kind of opened my eyes that, okay, there's even still another non-technical aspect of cybersecurity that is fun and kind of align with my own background. So instead of starting afresh, I can just go ahead and transfer all transfer my skills into GRC, and that works well for me. So once again, I say thank you to Anna, thank you to everybody that's make this program a success. It's not perfect, but I'm happy that it wasn't perfect because it gave me the opportunity to contribute to it and to see the imperfect nature of organizations, and so that's my take.
Thank you, Miriam. That really touches my heart too, because I'm always, look, I'm your biggest cheerleader, all of you, and I will always be in your corner. Everyone will tell you, everyone I've dealt with in my life, a lot of people, senior, entry level, doesn't matter, students, interns, you call on me, we might have to shuffle around a little bit, right, to make it work, get on the calendar, but I will always be there for you. Most colleges and universities offer like a career services for like 6 months, right? And they give, post graduation, whether it's a 10-month or, a 4-year degree program. And unfortunately, a lot of the folks, nothing against them or anything like that, but the career services folks, many of them are, HR people. They've never worked in cybersecurity. Okay. And so what we do is pretty unique. And so we have different tailored expertise, which requires also tailored, explanations and support and guidance for also resume building. Because a lot of the universities and a lot of the 10-month programs just provide a one-page resume, right? And it's just almost like you're right out of school, right out of high school, but that just doesn't work. And as you see with technology, it's very easy that even the stuff you've learned, even in this program alone, aside from what you've done in academics, takes you at least to 2 pages, if not more than that, right? There's a lot you've done, and it needs to be captured, right, appropriately on your resume. A 1-pager to the average employer looks like an entry level, right? So that's, there's a lot of gaps that I noticed when I was a professor, and just wanted to make sure that you guys really had, because there wasn't sure footing, when you guys left there. And it was kind of like, okay, you get a certificate, you get a 4 degree, but it's like you're kind of out on your own. And so I wanted to kind of be the bridge, basically, the bridge, and I knew some of the spring folks called it, the London Bridge, but I don't want to say London Bridge, right? Because my last name, because London Bridge fell down, right? But I just want to be that springboard, right? Basically connecting you from academics to the real world introduction of stuff, right? In real world use cases, both GRC and technical stuff. And of course, you can land that job and be of value, right? So anyways, it is my honor to be a part of your journey, honestly. And I do appreciate those words. It does take a team, right? So everyone's been awesome. And definitely utilize, you guys, your fellow right, the network, also the folks from the spring team. Utilize everyone in the Discord channel, right? There's over 700 people in there. Utilize people. If you want to do a study group, just, hey, ping them in there, kind of stuff. That's what it's there for. That is a same thing with Teams, right? Because you're going to have access to MS Teams too, post-graduation, certain channels based upon your role and what have you. So utilize the resources that you now have to engage. Like, don't just go back into being a hobbit, extend it, knowing that you've expanded your network radius and resources to be able to be successful and get a job, right? And we have lots of people that have gotten jobs, so much so that we need to be posting them, again, Discord, or sharing them in LinkedIn and everything else, because we celebrate everybody's wins too. All right, awesome. Who wants to go next? Anyone want to go next?
Okay,
That's
so
fun.
I guess I
Oh,
will
go ahead.
go.
Okay.
Okay. I really want to take this moment to thank the entire team of Cyvergance AI. A big thank you for the opportunity to be part of the autumn internship. Um, it wasn't easy for me. I'm not going to lie. I think majority of majority of that came from the difference in time zone.
Time
Um,
zone. Mhm.
having to be awake and have meetings 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. wasn't that ideal. But then I knew when I signed up for this that I had to show up, and I'm glad I did. Anytime, just today, I remembered our first meeting as a team, Team 4, and a group member asked, "You are in Nigeria and you always show up for the meeting. When do you sleep?" And I remember my response to that was, "I guess I will sleep when the internship is over. So I guess now I get to sleep." So yeah, just a very big thank you to everyone. A very big thank you to Brittany, Troy, Eric, Kevin, everyone that really went all out for us. They were always open to all our questions, always open to help us at any time that we needed it. So a very big thank you to everyone. Also a very big thank you to all the interns. A very big congratulations to all of us. It's been a long time coming. Um, looking back, I guess I got into this internship with just the GRC aspect in mind. And I remember saying, I don't think I want to do SOC. But I guess after the internship, I'm open to GRC, SOC. I'm practically open to anything, to any of them. I've gained enough knowledge that I feel I'll be able to like make positive impact in any role I find myself in. So I just want to say big thank you to Cyvergance AI for that. And yeah, thank you to everyone and congratulations to every one of us.
Look, I just wanted to say, listen to the confidence in your voice, right? And if you notice that, I don't know if you guys, sometimes you can't see the forest of the trees. When everybody starts this program, remember everybody said, I don't know what doing a risk assessment is, right? I don't know what doing a gap analysis is. And it said, just, you'll know within a couple of weeks, right? When you first start, when the minute you do your first control, right? It'll become more apparent, right? Presentation skills I know are a lot of people are scared of presentation skills. A lot of people are. It doesn't come natural to a lot of people, and that's okay. But as cybersecurity people, right, professionals, right, we have to hone that. And a lot of it is also, the confidence factor. And I've heard the confidence, like your voice, like from day one to now, you just exude confidence, and that's gonna right there have you going far, right? And I like that you're open, right, because cybersecurity is a huge umbrella of opportunities, right? And I like that you're open to a lot of things. Sometimes just getting your foot in the door, right? And I appreciate that because I know I mentioned about, it's going to be Eastern time zone, right? We're all, centralized on that. And I empathize with you because back in September, right, I moved to Alaska. And so I know I'm 4 hours behind, but like right now I support Treasury and they are 4 hours ahead. So like for me, I report at like 4 a.m. my time, right? So, sometimes it's hard to get up in the morning. So I empathize with you 100%, but I do appreciate you. Again, you could have been doing anything else. You could have taken the easy route and just not done the internship, but you chose to be here and you deserve to be here. And congratulations, because you met all the requirements. You met all the requirements. And yeah, I look forward to, again, continued mentorship. We'll talk about post-graduation resources and everything else. But I look forward to helping you also codify your resume, submit for jobs, help with mock interviews and all that, because you have me for life. You have me for life. My support to you doesn't go away just because you graduate today, right? Some of you may decide to stay on a little bit longer. Some of you may fall off, and that's okay. But note that you can always ping me, right, for a mentorship session or whatever, right? For anything. And we're going to be having alumni events too. So we'll explain that too. But anyways, awesome. Congratulations. Well deserved. Every single one of you. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. Hi, Anna. Good to see you.
Hi.
Just wanted to say that thank you so much. I wasn't sure that I'll be able to complete this internship, but because of you, you have left a very strong impression on me when you were our instructor in our previous American university. And I still remember when you told us to do things differently, when you told us to make a group and you said you'll be doing presentation, which is my weakest point, but you made us do that, and I got really excited. We started making grouping, and somehow, unfortunately, we were not able to present to you, if you remember. So that's why and I will also give a shout out to Miriam. She pushed me and she's like, Anna is doing this and you need to come to this internship. And I got excited and I came here, starting from opening our Outlook accounts. Every time I was like, oh my God, this is nice. I should have another account. And every time you gave us a great mentorship, and that was incredibly valuable. I felt like I was working in a professional cybersecurity world. During my learning in American University, it was just like as if I was in a school, but I didn't know which direction cybersecurity is, how to go by it. But with you, you were giving us ideas. Like I was going to YouTube to learn more about Jump Cloud. What is Jump Cloud? And things like that, which I had no clue about earlier. So I just want to say that this was a, absolutely something so unique for me because I didn't know, and because you gave us direction, and since you are there, I feel very fortunate to have this opportunity to be able to work under you and to be able to learn from you. And I really appreciate your dedication and transparency throughout the program. Even when you were away, you had some family emergency, you were very transparent. You came up, you told us what to expect. And I really appreciate that. And it really gave us a direction and we knew what we were expecting. So I've learned a lot from here, and I hope, and I will continue to pester you. I will continue to
I would hope
be.
so. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Uh, Someone, I'm very lucky to have you in our life and a friend like Mariam who literally pushes me. Like sometimes I'm behind. I have two kids. I work and things, you know how life happens, but people like you and people like Miriam, they help me to just like, okay, I want to do this because I really want to change my life and I want to change things for my kids. But you lose in this everyday routine. But now I feel that, when it's ending, it makes me sad that I used to look forward to Wednesdays and I used to look forward to Fridays and I had something of my own. Like I used to sit and this was my time. So, but I look forward to continue um, getting in touch with you, staying in touch, getting more information if I need anything. If I have any quick questions or even in SOC, I wanted to request if you can give us a little bit more months when you start with SOC. I would like to stay on, learn from you for SOC too. So, but I would like to just say thank you so much. I really appreciate. I look forward to learning more from you, and I appreciate and thank you so much for all this opportunity you gave us.
No, you're welcome. But I do it because of you, right? That's the thing. Your success is my success, right? And I was teaching at the university level, right? You would have surveys and things like that, end of course surveys and everything else. But to me, cybersecurity is hard because there's a lot. There's differ, ethical hacking, Microsoft security, network security, right? All that, right? Cloud, all of that. So I really didn't take, to me, the true metric of success for anybody teaching really in cybersecurity is, did the person actually get a job and can actually do the job, right? What a concept, not just play with Oracle VirtualBox and a lot of stuff you're not even going to touch, right? But real world, application, real world things like MS Teams, right? Like Treasury, they use MS Teams. They have channels like they use it incessantly, okay, as part of their team's communication, right? So, you're going to exposure to a lot of different things that, other organizations are using, okay? On top of everything else. So it's just an easy slide into something else, right? And GRC, like I said, I always say, I wanted you guys to establish and get a titanium foundation in GRC, because just because you move into a technical role doesn't mean GRC goes away. It's just as important, if not more than, because the decisions you make, even on a technical policy that you're applying in GPO, for instance, has a tie back to a policy or procedure or regulation or law, right? So, yeah, I do it because of you, right? And there's been several times I was like, okay, let's throw in the towel. But I don't, because every time you guys, like, especially when I hear somebody like, I got a job, I got my Security Plus, I got this, I got that. It's like, awesome, right? So, I continue because of you. I'm here because of you, all of you, right? Because there is a gap. There's a lot of like Udemy's and TriHackMe's and stuff out there. There's a lot of universities teaching the same stuff. But to me, it's the quality of education that's lacking. It's the quality, right? It's like somebody that's teaching an MBA program that has never owned a business, right? And there's a lot of that out there. There's a lot of instructors, unfortunately, that have a lot of classroom knowledge. They've done research papers and thesis and a lot of things in the doctorate level. Awesome. But they spent their entire time in the classroom, though. So how are you going to relate then, right, to really hands-on stuff and problem solving and everything else? And so that's what I try to do for you. That's what I try to do for you. So when I work with you eventually, right, on a project, or when I'm recommending you, right, to an employer or to a consulting firm or whatever, that I know that I can put my name behind you, right, because your quality, like you can actually do the job. Okay. And that means a lot. All right. So I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. But you guys, you did it. Not me. You did it. I just gave you the pathway. You took it. You could choose not to, but you took it. And that says a lot about you too. Okay. Your character, your work ethic, your drive, and your passion for this field. Okay. So I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Want to go next?
I go next.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Hina Nadeem. I'm just congratulations for each of you, and thank you so much, Anna, to you help us and push us. And I'm so grateful for in this team, and I'm thankful for Michael to he help us a lot. Like I sent him in a message I stuck, and he right away replied me back and then helped me. And the SOC team, everyone is so helpful, and I'm so glad to be on in here for joining you guys in the last minute. And each of us helped me, and I'm thankful for everyone. And I want in the future too to be join you guys. And if I need help, anything to you guys can help us in the future. Thankful everyone.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. You guys are all deserving, and help each other out. Help each other out. Okay. So you guys aren't alone. Use each other, utilize each other. We've got people from all over the world represented in our cohort, right? And even in the past cohort, we have people represented from all over the world, which is awesome, right? So if there's a job somewhere, right? Let's just say in Nigeria or Egypt or Canada or the United States or UK or wherever, right? And if somebody there that lives there, that has work visas or citizenships there or whatever, right? Cybersecurity is everywhere. We're all part of the global information grid. So help each other out, honestly, help each other out, help each other with studying, help each other also be accountable, right? For, get yourselves on the proctored exams list, folks, because we all say, oh yeah, I'm going to go take my exam, right? Let's just say fall of 2024, and then fall 2024 comes around and you still haven't taken it. So get yourself on a proctored exam list. You can always cancel, right? Within a reasonable amount of time, but at least that gives you a tangible goal in which to pursue and meet. And you'd be surprised at how much more that you then we'll meet that goal, right? Then in fact, if you don't put a date on it. So I do this for you though. I do this for you. I care. I do. And I care about your success. So, and I care about, getting other women also in cybersecurity. Look how many women we have in our program. Look how many women we had in our last program, right? So, everyone has the ability to get in cybersecurity. You just need to know and be guided in the right direction. Everyone needs a mentor. I have mentors. I'm not afraid to say that. I've had mentors. You need to tap into them though, right? Nobody gets to anywhere by themselves. You need help, right? Because you need to go to authoritative sources. Like for instance, if you're going to be a doctor, right? You don't hang out with, Uber drivers, let's just say an Uber driver or whatever, right? You hang out with, you go and peruse, you get into that community, you start tapping into their knowledge. Okay, how did you do it? What did you do? Right? What knowledge, skills, and abilities do I need to get where you're at? Right? And you leverage mentorship. And so same thing in cybersecurity. You leverage mentorship, right? And continue to do that, okay? And continue to hold each other accountable. And like I said, I'm here for you too. Tap into other people too. I've got other resources too. So, and I'll be sharing those in a little bit. So awesome. Congratulations. Who wants to go next?
Okay, so this is Benjamin.
Hi,
Um,
Benjamin.
yeah, I wanted to extend my deepest appreciation for the team. Anna, you guys have done a very wonderful and great job. Um, Throughout the process, I mean, you learn stuff, but inwardly you ask yourself, as you move along, you start understanding things. Okay, so when do I get to apply some of these things? I mean, some of us, after our first presentation, we've been, I wouldn't say sneaky about doing a second presentation, but then life happens. So the load of um, work, school, and all of that kind of puts a little pressure on us. Fortunately, within the process of the schooling with Cyvergance, I mean, I had a baby from it. So thank you. And again, I just had a presentation on information risk management. I mean, the topic was a very broad, vague one. But then as I started doing it, I saw the importance of everything that has been taught on the platform. I did my presentation about 3 days ago, and just this evening, my marks came in, and I'm scoring like 78 to 80, and I'm surprised myself. And
Awesome.
now I really understand the value of what has been taught here. I've read before the program, I've read through some of their standards, and to tell you the truth, it felt like reading law. You read it, you see the words, but you simply can't make meaning out of it. But
Mhm.
through this process, I mean, I read it and I get the picture. I see what I'm supposed to do with it. I mean, it takes time, but it's been like very invaluable. I know I have a mail now for an interview. I really appreciate the program so much, so much. Though I'm not gonna be like the GRC person, I know what I've learned from this platform would greatly help me in the future. I say thank you, Lance, for your time teaching me about SOC. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Awesome, Benjamin. Yeah, awesome job, right? And again, I always said you'll hate me now, but you'll love me later, right? Especially in the presentations, because a lot of people, that's a legitimate fear is presenting. A lot of people have a legitimate fear in that area, but it's something, I mean, I brief every day. I brief status, I brief, but you know what I mean? It's like it's just it's ingrained in our DNA. And you'll get better and better over time. So, and again, if you want to use a mentorship session for, you just say, hey, can I run this by you? Can I practice my mock interviews? Can I practice a presentation I'm about ready? Well, okay, I don't have a need to know with an employer you have, so don't share with me, any sensitive information. But if you want to practice, presenting or whatever, when you use that time for that, we can do that too. All right. So, yeah, I'm here for you all. So, and I'm glad you're getting value out of it because that's the whole point, right? And then eventually you'll get jobs. Several of you already have gotten jobs, like from the spring. Oh my God, it's just unbelievable how many. I've lost track. I'm supposed to be keeping those metrics, but there's so many I lose track. So, But again, we're going to be picking up those monthly alumni events again, so you'll be able to engage with other folks, and hopefully we can attain more current, accurate metrics of everyone's successes. And it's not all rainbows and unicorns either, right? Because there's going to be times that you're like, okay, wait, I'm submitting my resume, they're not getting any hits. Like, what's the deal, right? So you're going to have that time too. Bring that up too, because then we can navigate through that and we can turn a potential negative into a positive. Identify the root cause of maybe it's perception of something, wording or something on your resume, or maybe something in the way you're responding, right, to the question, or engaging or whatever, right? And those kind of things, if you're honest with yourself and you just be transparent with us, we can help you navigate through that so you can get the job. You can learn from it and then get the job, right? Because you'd be surprised. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding or something, right? So sometimes it's just that. So we'll help you through that too, okay? So that you can get the job. But anyways, excellent. That's awesome. Who wants to go next? Anyone else?
Hi, this is Alexi.
Hi, Alexi. How are you doing?
How are you guys? I can't talk too much. I know I'm gonna cry.
No.
I just want to thank you, Miss Anna, so much for this opportunity. You made it possible. It was like so impossible to get internship anywhere else, but you made it possible for us. I just want to thank you for that. And I have learned so much. You have taught us so much. And I want to thank Eric, Marlon, Brittany, Ian. You guys have helped me so much, and everybody. And I have learned a lot. Like, I had no idea what GRC was before, and now like I feel like I can explain to people, to like customers at my work, who like asked me how my internship was going, and I was always excited to tell them what it was, what I was doing. I get to like join a part of your SOC team as well, so I explained everything to them. I was so excited. So I hope we can all keep in touch with Anna and everybody, and wishing you all the best. I'll cry right now.
No, it's okay. You know what? Because the last internship, we had video testimonials and I bawled my eyes out. So,
I'm
this will
going
be,
to cry for real.
no, I really adore you guys. And that means a lot. And that touches me at the very core of my soul, because I really do this because I care. I'm passionate about what I do, but also passionate about paying it forward to others and helping others get into the field. That's very hard to get into, right? And I just, like I said, I noticed a huge gap. And, even as a professor, it's like, okay, I mean, even the academic stuff, I was always augmenting it, right? I was always augmenting it. So like, this is like bare bones stuff. It's not even teaching you the real world stuff at all, and it was hard for students to kind of connect the dots. So that's what I tried to do there. Is like, okay, but this is how it applies in the real world, right? Kind of thing. And give you guys the exposure to the different things that I know that I do on a daily. I mean, I do this in real life. I'm not just, I do this in real life, I have a consulting firm, and I wanted to kind of, help in the education side too, so and just give you guys, I don't know, like I said, be the bridge, be the springboard, for you guys. So that means a lot, honestly, to me, and I really appreciate that. And this entire team, Brittany, Marlon, Troy, Ian, Eric, Christian, I mean, there's so many people that have even stayed on from the spring. David came on from the spring thing and continued and paid it forward even to the next internship and even to the next intern crew, right? And that means a lot too, Yeah, I can't thank all of you, right, for your time as well. Because again, you could be anywhere else. You're choosing to be here, and this is a lot. So no, that's awesome. And like I said, I'm going to discuss post a lot of the questions that I know you have are actually in the Kahoot. So I have a lot of those answered, like post-graduation stuff. I have a lot of those in the Kahoot. So you'll see that in a moment. But hey, congratulations for it. Every single one. And I vetted we not just me. We vetted every single one of you. You guys all had to interview. Okay. You all had to submit resumes. We looked at your LinkedIn's and all kinds of things. There were some people that did not get in. Okay, if that tells you anything. Okay. So you all deserve to be here. Okay. 100%. And congratulations, because you made it, right? 16 plus weeks, right? If you will, of a program. And so that's what, like 4 months already you can kind of put towards hands-on knowledge, you know, hands-on applicability of in a real world environment, because it's a real company with real problems, real risk, right? Real remediation, right? All that kind of stuff, real policy procedures, real regulatory compliance that we must meet, right? So, you know, and then again, you'll have the opportunity to stay on to continue to support, you know, SOC and GRC and et cetera. So we'll get into that in a moment. But anyways, congratulations. You're well deserving. And thank you. Because like I said, that touches me in the feels, right? Like they say in the feels. So I do adore you guys and I do care. I really do. That means a lot. It means more than any word could even quantify or describe, really. Who wants to go next? Did we get everybody? Does anyone else want to go next? And also anybody from the spring crew too that wants to speak up. Anybody in our management team that's here that would like to speak up. You know, please offer some words of encouragement for this cohort. And yeah, and then so anyone else want to offer some words, and then I'll throw it into the Kahoot in a minute.
Hi, Anna. I'd like to.
Okay.
Like I'd say like the biggest thing, like positive during this program was like getting like the infield experience. Like the hardest thing, like applying for positions is like they would always ask for like experience, especially for like the cybersecurity specifically. And I had like an IT background, so like I'd say I really appreciate that you had this program where I can actually have like GRC experience that I can speak to, and like doing the presentations, working in like a group setting to get information on getting those controls. That was definitely a big skill that we can use, so we don't necessarily run into that issue time and time again. Because you would see like the biggest statistic they would always say is there's a lot of jobs in cybersecurity, but the biggest gap is there's not a lot of access to get those skills besides like creating labs, and then us trying to find our way ourselves. So that's what I appreciate the most about this program, is just getting like the experience hands-on.
No, you're welcome. Yeah, and that's exactly why we're here. Because I saw that too. I was like, okay, all these education institutions and all these ed tech platforms, but like there was like nothing at all. And even my the ed tech platform, which eventually you guys will get in there and be beta testers. And we had a bunch of beta testers in there, and then it went down. So I also need to refocus my time also in that aspect as well, and get that moving forward and stuff. But if you look at the demo, you guys seen the demo of that product? Has anyone seen the demo? Because that's something too that you guys can be a part of as well. Now that you guys have graduated and stuff. We had a lot of insight threat the last time in the spring cohort. So it was I didn't want anybody to kind of get access to our IP and our code and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of like kept that close hold. But I do want you guys we'll get it back out there. It went back into alpha, but we'll get it back into beta, and then you guys can go and test it out. You know, it's compatible with AR and VR, right? But it's pretty cool actually, because it's like lab overlays and things. But again, that's why that came about, because even the ed tech solutions that folks were using, like just weren't, you know, it was just one person thing, but old stuff. It was archaic stuff. So anyways, enough said about that. I'll play that in a minute. I'll play that actually after the Kahoot is what I'll do. So you guys can see that, because that's part of, you know, and have a patent actually in it for the fluid behavior analytics and adaptive learning. Okay. And you'll see why, because there's nothing like it out there. Nothing like it out there. Anyways, whatever. I'm not going to talk about that anymore, but I'll show it afterwards. Does anyone else want to have any final words or thoughts? Okay.
Can you say
All right, so
something
here's
and
what
keep it short?
Say again?
Can I say something also?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Please do.
I'd like to start off by congratulating everyone for making it through to the end in the internship and give a big, massive, huge thanks to you, Anna, for your continued support, for always guiding us, giving us advice, and also being patient with us. And I'm not even afraid to say, this internship really changed my life because I remember there was a time when I used to apply for jobs and days would go by, weeks would go by without even getting a single reply. But ever since I started the internship, I've been getting, replies, promising replies and appointments. That really proves and shows that this internship really played a vital role in my career in the field. So massive, massive thank you, Anna.
Oh, you're welcome. And like I said, it takes a team, and all I did was lead, like they say, lead the horse to water, right? But you can't make the horse drink, right? Same thing with students. It can leave, some people decide to jump in, some people just do snorkeling gear or just their toes. Other people dive in with scuba gear. And that's what I said. And all of you that have just dove in, I wasn't going to let you drown, right? I kept telling you guys, I'm not going to let you guys drown. I'm not going to let you guys fall, right? But you have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. And so I knew, right? Because what I do is I don't lower the standard because that's easy to me, right? I have a high standard, but I help to encourage you and empower you, right? To actually meet, I push you guys to meet that standard, right? And every single one of you are awesome. I mean, you could hear the confidence in everyone's voices. I mean, you hear that? Especially compare and contrast from the beginning of the program. You may not see it now, but when you go play back this video, I mean, you'll be like, wow. So yeah, I mean, I really do care. I really do. This to me isn't just a certificate mail. That's why I said one of the major things, right? You have to present, there's certain things that you must meet, right? So I gave a little bit of leeway. January 22nd for anyone that wasn't able to present or didn't present during those sessions during December to, of course, submit their MP4, their link to the MP4, right? Just in the MS Teams or whatever, so that we can review it, and of course then you can get makeup credit for it, right? And then what I'm going to do is all your letters of recommendation, your certificates and all that will be delivered by the end of the month. Therefore I have a more codified list once everybody submits their stuff of everyone. And then you'll get, they're really nice certificates, actually. I mean, the spring crew will tell you. I didn't want to go like a PowerPoint tonight. I wasn't, down for that. I just wanted to kind of have an open-ended discussion, talk to you guys and, ladies and gents, and, let you know that I'm here and let you know that my support also to you does not end tonight, right, at all. Actually, it's just begun as far as I'm concerned. And you'll see that because I've met with people like 2, 3, 4 times, getting the resumes done, mock interviews, tailoring LinkedIn sessions, whether it be in a small group setting or, individual, right? I'm here for you. You can call me anytime. Now we might have to, shuffle the times. Okay. I don't have as much, my time is limited nowadays, of course. And I've told you that, and I appreciate you all working with me and being flexible as well. But still, that doesn't mean I won't meet with you. We'll just have to, just make sure and schedule it out. That's okay. And I'll let you know what those times are, those time blocks are as well, so we can start doing that again. So anyways, my heart goes out to you and congratulations, because I think you're awesome, honestly, every single one of you. All right, so who, did I miss anyone? Did I miss anyone at all? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Kahoot. So hold on a second. Let me stop this because I'm going to stop it on this one. Stop sharing. but oh, I don't know why I just did that, because let's share out the other thing. Hold on a second. Let me share out the other screen. I think it's this one. There it is. I have multiple monitors, so I just have to make sure I'm sharing out the right monitor. All right, and then let me get my mouse back. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and let's fire this up. Can everybody see the screen with the Kahoot? Am I sharing the right screen, hopefully? I hope. Okay. Come on, whenever it decides to, there we go. See, start. Okay, all right. So go ahead and go to kahoot.it. For the students I've taught in the past, you guys know the deal. We use Kahoots all the time, right? You guys are awesome. Yeah, I wasn't feeling the PowerPoint tonight. I think we've gone through a lot of PowerPoints, right? I didn't want to do death by PowerPoint on a graduation, so wanted to be just more engaging. Almost like we're sitting across a virtual table from each other, right? You guys feeling okay? Everybody feeling all right? You guys are probably tapped out, huh? You probably wanted like, like, you know, like decommission, right? So it's like decompress, you know, and take some rest and all that. And then rest, recuperation stuff. Don't forget to fill out that AAR, right? And let us know if you do want to be hang in there, you know, part of the stay on, right? Part of the SOC team and all that, so that we can reach out to you and get you on shifts and stuff, you know. And no pressure, because if you don't, that's okay too. You know, not gonna be it's not gonna anything against you, but it just gives you more time. We do that too because it gives you more time, right? So right now you have a 4-month window, but like the spring crew will tell you, right? The more months go by, that's additional hands-on, you know, knowledge and everything that you can actually apply to your resume. So the time window gets longer, right? And then you're more attractive to employers. And it seemed to be for us, it's like the 8-month window is when we had a few folks that were getting calls right away, but it's like the 8-month window was when that was like the sweet spot, right? So some of you will, you know, get in there, but just hang in there, right? Because sometimes it just takes some time and that's okay. But that's what we're here for. We're just here as, like I said, that springboard. You continue to learn, continue to apply stuff, right? And all that stuff. So all right, I'll give it a few more moments, let everybody kind of, you know, join. Anyone else want to join? Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit start. Oh, okay. Tiki just joined, I think. Oh, there we go. We have a couple more people. Okay, I'll wait then. Sorry. Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and start. You can start late too, so. Some review. Awesome. Yeah, 18. Please you answer 18. 18 is correct. Awesome, you guys. Excellent. Way to go. Oh, way to go. Way to go. All right, next one. This is a common question we get asked all the time. False. Exactly. 100%. Okay. Excellent. Believe it or not, we get asked that's a common question. That's kind of preempting a lot of the stuff and a lot of the normal stuff that I know that you would ask. I would expect you to ask. I was trying to just go ahead and answer it in the Kahoot as much as we could. Yep, all the above. All the above, all the
answered too
above,
quickly.
guys. Right? You know, just this is just for fun, you know. You guys are cool. All of it, you guys. Our YouTube channel. All I have to do is search Cyvergance AI. So all those trainings are all thrown up there. So just search Cyvergance AI and then scroll through and you'll see it all. On our community Discord server, there's a lot of information. The MS Teams alumni channels you'll still have access to, and any of you that stay on, you'll also have roles access indicative of your roles, right? Our podcast is like over like 127 episodes on there on edutainment stuff, right, if you will. So yeah, all the above, you guys, all above.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
There's an option here that says none. We do not get access post graduation. So I don't think this should be all of the above. I don't know.
Okay, no, fair enough. Fair enough. But okay, you're gonna see, okay, just FYI, you're gonna see where it says none of the above or whatever. Just overlook that. If it says all the above, then it's probably all the above minus that none. Okay,
Yes.
just FYI. So no, but
Let me
excellent
get
question.
ready for that.
Excellent question. And Miriam's always attention to details. So awesome. That was a great question. All right, cool. All right, excellent. Excellent. All right, next question. Yes, all the above. To both the alumni channel and of course to other MS Teams channels, if I can spit it out, the role-based access control, right? According to your role in Cyvergance at that time. Your SOC, whatever, right? All of you will still have, those who stay on will still have access to the GRC stuff because GRC doesn't go away at all either. It's always about identifying risk and mitigating risk continually. Awesome. All right, excellent. Yeah, has everyone found the AAR Google form that was posted in MS Teams? Everybody good? Okay, awesome. Instead of a survey, I'll call it an after action review. Same. Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, you can DM me and all that, Discord, but it'll get lost in the sauce, right? So that's what I'm saying. If we can centralize it all in a form, then I know, I have a list then of people to reach out to, okay? It makes it so much easier, right? And if you change your mind, like say you say no now, but then a couple of weeks from now, because we've had some people do that too. It's like, well, I know I said no, but I am interested. You can do that too. You can change your mind. You're perfectly well within your means to do that, right? And vice versa, it's okay. I went over this the other night, actually, the tail end of the training, the FERPA training and stuff. The key here is the preferred location and why. Yeah. So the reason why I go to Anna Linden online and do the contact me is because if you go in there, there's different options, but you scroll all the way down. There's a paid mentorship one, and then there's a non-paid, and it says for Cyvergance alumni. Book that one because it's free, right? Vice in Cyvergance AI, the only two options are intro. So don't book the intro discovery calls on either platform, okay? Because the only two options on Cyvergance AI are intro discovery, and then there's like a paid consulting thing. The other one, there's lots of options. Just scroll down; it's almost at the bottom, and choose the one, you know, that is the free mentorship option. Okay, so that's why I say prefer there. All right, and therefore then you're on the calendar. We can work from there. It's a lot easier that way. Okay, next question. Yeah, so fall. And that's exactly why I answered that, because I figured some of you wouldn't. So we are actually hosting an apprenticeship program, no more internship programs. Those are the 6-month and 1-year programs. And I'm working with the VA to get approved for Montgomery GI Bill for veterans, grant money for non-veterans, right? And then of course there's payment plans or what have you. Therefore money comes in, and that's going to be on the nonprofit side, because we have a nonprofit and a for-profit. So all the education stuff is moving over to the nonprofit side so that, you know, we can extend a lot more opportunities to folks, right? So that's that. Okay. All right, next question. And I answered that, so everyone should get that one right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all the above. Covered through Montgomery GI Bill, yes. Seeking federal government grants for non-veterans, and then payment plans are offered. And therefore money comes in, and then I can pay the staff and everything else. I'm just saying, right? So, you know, I can't run a business with no money, right? I mean, on the education side, consulting, I'm good. It's just the education side, like no money was coming in. Like, you know, so in order for me to be able to offer this stuff, you know, we have to go that route. Because it does, it costs money, right, to keep this stuff up and running on the operations side of it. And I want to continue. I don't want to stop because I know it's of value to you guys, you know? Yeah, 2, right? I mentioned it. We have a for-profit and a nonprofit. Okay, so awesome. Okay, number 12. Yeah, exactly, right? We do have a K through 12 option as well. But it's not just for the kids, it's parents and faculty as well. So we're pushing that too. Yep, Security Plus. Right?
I messed up. I wrote in CompTIA. Security Plus. I didn't get it.
Yeah, Security Plus. It's all good. I mentioned this earlier today, if you guys remember. Yeah, end of month, January 2024. Yeah, so a couple weeks. Give me a couple weeks, I'll get it all out to you. Sounds so ominous, right? That sounds so ominous. I think I made this one too long. Should have shortened it for like 30 seconds. Yeah. So it's two of them, right? You can either upload your 3 to 5 minute recording to MS Teams thread, right? Still no later than Monday. Or you can share the link to your recorded video in MS Teams. Again, do no later than Monday at midnight, right? There's one student that will turn his in on the 24th. And I said, okay, because that person's traveling. But every single one of you should get it. Anyone that did not present should get it in if you do actually want a graduate certificate, okay? Yeah. It's under Cyvergance AI and then under About Us, like careers. Okay, and there's like a blurb and then there's a link to the Google form. So if people are interested in internships and apprenticeships, have them just sign up there to get their name on the list so that when we do it, I can be contacting those folks. Okay. So yeah. Yep, exactly. We have both 6-month and 1-year options available. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we do actually have a swag store. If you go to annalinden.online, it's under like merch or products and services or whatever. You can navigate on that. And then there's the Anna Linden branded stuff. There's non-branded stuff. You scroll down and there's a lot of Cyvergance AI stuff in a variety for men and women. And there's tons of different things you can choose from. It's actually better priced than the other swag store that we had before. This you can order directly and then it gets shipped right to you. So you'd be good to go. Yeah, the other one was like, I don't know, it was weird. So I'm using another option, which is a lot easier on everyone. And cheaper, actually. Cheaper overall. Yeah, all of them. All of them, right? So we have also, you can associate yourself with both the profit and the for-profit, nonprofit on LinkedIn and with each other. Okay. Facebook, because we also have a Facebook company page also as well on there. IG, Cyvergance AI, Twitter, Cyvergance AI, YouTube, Cyvergance AI, and of course our community Discord. So we are actually, on social media in places. All right, awesome. Yeah, all of the above. Because we have monthly, quarterly, yearly, and of course ad hoc, right? So it's all the above. Yep. Good job. Okay. Halfway through, but this is information for post-graduation stuff. So figured I would just cover it in a Kahoot. Hopefully it'll stick better. Yeah, I'm just saying. I think I made these too long, so I apologize. It defaults to like 20, but then it's too quick. So I think I just made them too long. I apologize. Yeah. So yes, as many times as needed in prep for my interview. So I just put this because of the trick question, Of course, yes, with advance notice, but as many times as needed in prep. I've met with people 5 times before, the initial, and all that. So there, whatever you guys need. Let's see if you remember this. This was a long time ago. Oh, come on. Yeah, I put these too long. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We have to wait it out too. So I wish I could like change the time like mid question. That would be awesome. Okay, come on. There we go. Yeah, the Western Australian Auditor General's Report was what it was called. Yep. Okay, number 23. We're getting there. This is a quick one, I think. Yeah, 5. Had 5 teams. Okay. What? Yeah, it ended up being 46 is what we ended up with. We shot for 50, but ended up approving 46 initially. So it's a good number. It's a manageable number, other than the 270 we had. That's a lot. That was a lot. We made it though. Yeah, October 6th. October 6th. That was when we had that kickoff mixer meeting, you know, that kickoff kind of meet and greet kind of thing where we kicked it off. So that was officially the start. Yeah, all the above. You guys had to do everything. I just probably don't remember. It was a lot, actually.
I thought it was a multi-choice, so after I clicked one, it closed me
No,
out.
I know. It only allows you like up to 6 things, and yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, the keyword is recommendations. A couple of things I did mention specifically for ISO 27001. Come on. Come on. Patience is not a, I know you guys said I'm patient, but it's hard, right? We're trying to get through this. Yes, that's correct. The codified master list of SOPs and policies. Remember, that is a requirement under ISO 27001 Annex A. But what I said was, even though ISO 27001 is the Annex A, I said the recommendations, though I said was both the codified master list as procedures, but then also using NIST, the crosswalk. Remember the appendix and the NIST 153 crosswalk. What I said. So yeah, excellent for those of you that got that. Yeah, we're getting there, you guys. Come on, everybody should get this one. I see this like a broken record. Yeah, the objective, right? The objective. What are you looking for? What job are you looking for? Yeah. All the above. That's right. You need all of them. You know, presentation skills, interpersonal communication skills, and the cross-functional teams aspect, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing. And that's what you did through this program too. So you guys nailed it. You guys are awesome. Yeah, awesome. Yep. Okay, cool. Almost there. Come on. Yeah, I made these way too long. Well, we all make mistakes. I guess that was mine tonight. So. Okay, come on. Hurry up. I wish I could like slide it to the right and like rush it or something. You know, that would be awesome. Yeah, all the above, right? We also do cloud stuff, but we do education, penetration testing, SOC, and all that. So, yep. You guys should all get this one. Yeah, exactly. The CISC set, right? Excellent. Great job. Yep, 3. Yeah, during December, we did 3 sessions specifically focused on that. Almost there. Thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys. Yeah, 16 so far. Yep, great job. It's a good review, actually. This is also a test question in something like Security Plus, Network Plus. This actually comes up. Yeah, Information Technology Configuration Control Board. Yeah, so, and that's also a test question, you guys, for some of your certifications. I've seen it come up. Just depends on whatever random number of questions you get, right, thrown into. We covered a lot, actually, during the program. Covered a lot, you know. Come on. Again, I apologize for the length of the questions. We'll get through it. We're almost finished. And then I'm going to send you the link because you can just and use it as an FAQ, right? Because you can just extend the Q&As. So you can go back and you can use that actually as an FAQ. And so this is another reason why I did that. So it's a strategic move on my part. So you can refer back to it also. Yeah, all the above, right? And more. Like we covered a lot. Covered a lot. Okay, so excellent, excellent. Almost there. A few more questions. The spring crew, I know will get this. Let's see if the fall crew remembers. Come on. Almost there. Almost there, almost there. At least there's music and not that awkward silence, you know? So, all right, yeah. So, yeah, this SC-8 and SC-28. Yep, excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, a few more. Yeah, AU. The AU families of family controls, right? Audit logs and stuff. That's SIM. That's the SIM stuff. Awesome. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Okay, we got some moderates in there. It's all right. When is that? There was some improvement. That's good. Excellent, excellent. Got some moderates and I've got the extreme stuff. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Almost there. A few more questions. The key is the preferred locations, right? The preferred locations. Okay, come on. Lessons learned. I'll go back to just like 30 seconds. Yeah, so join them. If there's a free membership option, okay, and there's a file share on annalinden.online. If you go there, you join the membership's free. And you can engage and you can share files in there within the members and we can create like sub teams and things like that. There's also the MS Teams channels, right? That you're gonna have access to share as well. I prefer that because those are more secure. Discord's open in the community. LinkedIn's cool. But again, I mean, you know, so that other people can kind of review, that's the whole point, right? It's always good to get other eyes as well. So that's why I say the preferred locations. Okay, getting there. A couple more questions. I get asked this one a lot too. So I answer your question right here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, so yeah, all the above, right? So alumni events, no Wednesday, Friday combined sessions. We normally though have Friday ITCCBs. We do bi-weekly, bi-weekly, normally. Okay, we were doing it every Friday, but bi-weekly. And then every other Friday, then you can also, be working with your teams and things like that to continue to look at the risk. And of course, the ITCCBs for our team and interns that stay on as part of the team, and then SOC shifts, right, for those participating in SOC. So that will be the expectation, right, moving forward. Okay. So awesome, awesome. And the ITCCBs are in fact recorded. So, because that's an auditable artifact. Come on. Almost done, I promise. Like a long minute, huh? Or a minute and a half, however long it was. Yeah, all the above, right? So you can do ad hoc sessions with small groups, bi-monthly optional sessions, right? So again, you guys lead sessions, volunteer, say, hey, I'd like to lead a session this month or whatever, right? And then get everybody together, right? Don't wait on me either, right? So, go ahead and take the initiative, right, to champion sessions that you guys can do in smaller groups or larger groups, whatever you want to do at the time that you guys designate, right? Or even in the time zones that you guys are at, right? So help each other out. That's one way you guys can take initiative and continue to help each other. That's another question I get asked a lot too. Yeah, 20% for Cyvergance. If you have a .edu account, remember, just go there directly because you get 30% off. But for those of you that don't have a .edu, that's why we exist. That's why the partnerships exist, so that we can offer you at least a 20% off. I mean, it's better than paying full price, right? And just schedule a mentorship session, because then it's long enough. We can log into the partnership portal, okay, and then facilitate that for you, okay? Because we have to log in the partnership portal for both of those. Okay, last question. I get this a lot too. Come on. Excuse me. Oh my goodness gracious. That's long. Come on. Almost done. Woohoo. Yes, finally. Yeah, so, okay, just right. Most definitely. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Okay, combination of. Awesome, Mike. Woohoo. All right, Mo D, that's what's up. Benwa, awesome, great job. Great job, great job. That's awesome, awesome. Okay, so, all right. Oh, and Takia, and who else? Who got the last one? Let me see that. It like popped up real fast. All right, so let me go ahead and, okay, let me see. How do we kill it? Oh, let me see. Just stop it. How do I kill this session? Like, what the heck, man? Like, change it? Like, changed it. So weird. Okay. We don't have the ability, not now. It doesn't have the ability to escape. Whatever. Okay, I'll leave it open. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys, okay, is all right, you go to see in London.online. See if it'll come up without me having to type in the thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, so what I'm referring to is, here's the products and services. This is where the merch is at. Okay, it's some products and services. Okay, scroll down. There's lots of different products. There's some that's without the branding, and then of course with the branding. There's the Anna London, and if you scroll down, then it gets into the Cyvergance stuff. Okay, and there's a ton of stuff to choose from. This one actually has Cyvergance also, but you can't tell on the image, but it does because I checked it because I'm like, okay, did I do that wrong? But again, different swag, whatever floats your boat. Okay. And then the other thing I wanted to point out too is to go to more. Okay, this is where the contact Anna. This is what I was referring to, and why I'm recommending you go here is because there's a free intro discovery call that we're going to have, also on the other one too, Cyvergance AI. But scroll down here, and what I want to bring to your attention is this session right here, because that is free to our alumni. There's one right above it, okay, that's non-alumni, because I'm going to start charging for my time, okay? But for you guys, I said it was free, lifetime membership free for you guys, right? Because that's the way I roll, right? And I'm a person of my word, and I care anyways. People that grace my path or whatever, in a good way. I mean, I'll bend over backwards for you guys. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. So, all right. And the other things I want to point out is you can refer friends. There's a referral link in here too that you can share. Okay. And you get points. You get points for each person that, that is in order. You can then apply it to either a product or a service, a merch or a service or whatever you want, whatever. So anyways, this helps out also a lot. I have gift cards in here, believe it or not. Set it up for gift cards. So you could even, gift card, 20, 50, 100, whatever. I'm just saying, whether it be for merch or something else. There's also the loyalty. This talks about the point program. Okay, also what to do, sign up and stuff, become a member, which is free. Okay, and when you become a member, then you have access to the members forum, the groups, and the file share. Okay, so, and then we can, like I said, share files, message, and there's also, you'll see a chat bubble that'll come up. But that's for the internal team, right? If you're a member, then you can chat with others. So this is another way that we can submit a resume or say, hey, can you check this out for a moment or whatever, that kind of stuff, right? Post whatever, and stuff like that. But we can engage and we can lock it down so only the members or even can see the stuff. And the other option, of course, is MS Teams. That's why I brought that up. Okay. Yeah, then here's the Cyvergance AI, which brings me to, because I mentioned about the apprenticeship form. So if you navigate to the career section, whenever it comes up, okay, it says like jobs, internships, and apprenticeships. Okay, when it comes up, I have a lot of stuff open. So, okay, and then this is where you can watch the video testimonials, and of course, here it is, waiting list. Get on our waiting list here, and I probably need to update because I on it, but this one costs, right? But what I'm trying to do is tap into other funds so that the funds are not coming from you. It's coming from a government job bill or grant money, right? Then I'm able to extend that to you. That's what I'm trying to do, okay? Because I know a lot of people can't afford the 16.6 right off the bat, right? I'm just saying, right? But it's still, you know, it's quality stuff. But again, I'm just trying to tap into other funds so that folks can take advantage of the program. It can still be quality, pay for all the operations costs and things like that. But it's not coming from the student itself, right? It's coming from another source. Okay, so that's the form. So when people ask, okay, the other thing I want to point out is when you go to YouTube, okay, and you tap in, you just say, let's say Cyvergance AI, okay, just like that, or .ai, doesn't matter. Here are everything is basically thrown up there. And when I do a podcast too, it automatically, I have it to automatically syncs with YouTube as well. But like the last couple trainings we went through, it's here. It's all on YouTube. So this is in perpetuity, okay? There's a lot of stuff in here, okay? Cost benefit analyses, right? A lot of that stuff. So here is, you know, all the training basically is up there, okay? So you can refer back to. So the last thing I wanted to point out before we conclude tonight is I want to go to our demo video. Where's our demo video? Let me open up the demo. Here it is, right here. Hopefully my band will be okay for it. So let's go ahead and rock and roll. Spinning.
Imagine a world where
can you all see it okay?
Transcend education into an immersive realm. A
I
space
hope
where
okay.
the avatars and hyper-realistic visuals facilitate digital learning and virtual school campus activities. Chrysalis.ai is one such futuristic
The old name,
innovation
remember,
offering an
so.
immersive virtual education space with two segregated spaces, one for organizations and the other for students. The organizations will begin their journey by creating an account on the organization portal by filling in personal credentials. After clicking on the Create Account, organizations will receive a 6-digit code for email verification on their email addresses and select the most suitable plan for themselves. After that, organizations will make a payment using their bank card credentials. Once done with the payment, the teacher is now allowed to sign in and is entitled to select an avatar for further EdTech Metaverse events. After selecting the avatar, Chrysalis.ai offers content preferences for the teachers to choose from and update their profiles. That's how the teacher will enter the lobby of Chrysalis.ai Metaversity. They can then continue to invite relevant students in the metaverse instantly. To add students, Chrysalis.ai pops up a box to be filled with personal details. After receiving the invitation email, students will now sign up and log in into the Chrysalis.ai EdTech space. Students will now enter the Chrysalis.ai Metaversity. It is currently compatible with VR peripherals like the Oculus. They can check out different tech components by opening and closing the door using the E key. The buttons provide the model details and other specifications of the tech components. They can also explore the security appliance details and model numbers along with views of both logical and physical ports and cabling. Chrysalis.ai also offers an advanced auto grading capability throughout the platform for all pre-built labs and assessments as well as fluid behavior. Analytics that can help pinpoint where the student is struggling with the concepts along with real-time alerts to student and teacher dashboards. Chrysalis.ai also has a step-by-step guide for the interactive labs that can be completed individually or in groups with a full-screen detailed description and tech flow of the entire lab. It has pre-built labs, assessments, and interactive learning tools that emulate a real-world environment. a live command line interface with fluid analytics and adaptive learning capability where remedial labs and suggested content will be provided for struggling students, as well as more advanced labs for students that are at a faster pace. Students can then check other details of how Chrysalis.ai functions by clicking on the file, bash.sh screen. Chrysalis.ai offers a 24/7/365 round-the-clock computer interactive chatbot to help answer questions when students get stuck on a lab problem and need additional assistance, and there is internal messaging both in text and voice to engage and interact with fellow students and teachers. Each student learns at a different pace and has different needs. Chrysalis.ai Metaversity is, therefore, a solution that takes a more tailored and personalized approach powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning to help the student demonstrate an understanding of the concepts needed to be successful in STEM/STEAM, IT, and cybersecurity careers. Visit Chrysalis.ai for an immersive EdTech Metaversity experience.
Okay, so yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. Okay, and that the bash screen, the bash, shell scripting and stuff like that. That's overlay. That's an overlay actually in the metaverse. So if you notice, there's no way to track like keystroke by keystroke, right? And whether somebody finishes a lab or not in like an Ubuntu box, right? Or anything like that, or Microsoft OS, right? You either do it, and of course, and that's the end result that you see. A lot of people, though, would either share screenshots or like in the university curriculum, the labs were optional, wasn't even a requirement. Wasn't even a requirement. Okay, so this enables you to work together as teams, gives you an individual as a team, but we can also actually pinpoint whether or not you completed the lab, but where you struggled in the lab. Did you require computer-aided assistance for, just say 80% of it, 100% of it, right? And then of course the adaptive learning component is dealing with, okay, understanding, do you need a remedial lab or remedial reading or something to help you codify those concepts, right? Because here's what happens as a university professor is that a lot of times students don't know what to ask, right? The cybersecurity curriculum is so complex, okay? And so even the engineering side of it, right? Learning how to build things and what have you. So sometimes you don't know for 6 weeks, the student then says, well, I'm struggling, but with what? Well, all of it. Well, I can't go through 6 weeks of stuff. So now we can pinpoint where the student's struggling throughout. It's fluid behavior analytics. So we can capture that through the life cycle of the student, right? And then everyone would be authenticated in the rooms, right? Of course, and it has LMS features, so the teacher can also manage that. It also is in line with, a study for like CompTIA and everything else. But there's nothing in the metaverse right now where you have the overlays of an actual bash shell scripting screen. And that map, that network diagram in the back end is actually how we have it set up in the metaverse, believe it or not. That's all the stuff in there. So we emulated that in that environment. Now the what do you call it? The avatar, I get it. It's GTA, but again, you got to do what you got to do to start, right? Believe it or not, a lot of the stuff costs. Everything costs, right? So we had to start somewhere, okay? But anyway, we look forward to, there's a lot of beta testers in there, and then again, it just and that's why you want to test it, because you want to see it as a scalable, right? Because again, it's not just gonna be a few people, it's gonna have multiple schools, and then we're gonna be able to use it in the event space, because we're faculty meetings and host, onboarding stuff, all kinds of events in the metaverse, right? Which would be super cool because there's community spaces in there. So there's a lot, and there's gonna be different rooms. That's why I set up like a schoolhouse, because there'll be separate rooms. Then the students then will enter. Okay. For K through 12, I'm not releasing it for K through 12 yet until we have facial recognition in there. Because what I don't want is some 40-year-old guy trying to engage with a 6-year-old girl right in there, because you can't tell right now. Okay, so because anybody can say they're whatever age or whatever, manipulate their name, their voice even, right? What have you? So I don't want that. So because we got the global cohorts, right? Folks individually want to do it on their own, or even like the home learners, right, that come in there and take courses. But then the community spaces, that's kind of open for kind of everyone. So I want to make sure everything's age appropriate and all that. And the neutral color scheme, right? So we're trying to figure out the neutral color scheme, because I didn't want it too like kid-like. I didn't want it too adult-like either. So we're trying to come up with a kind of happy medium there. So, we're kind of struggling with the color scheme. But I look forward to, getting your feedback on that. Now that I'm able to kind of direct my attention back to there, then we can get that out the door. And I like to get your input and help on it, right? And stuff. That would be awesome. For those of you that are interested. So anyways, that's my baby. And again, I did that too, because there's another gap in the curriculum, right? Is like, Thrive DX has like, the cyber range or whatever it was, or whatever it's called. But, it's very basic, and you can only do one student at a time. There's no engagement. This one you can actually do like, what I want to do is like university to university, like have competitions and stuff, right? I mean, stuff like that, like a variety of things you can do, right? Like hackathons, but in the metaverse space, stuff like that. Like there's so much in my head that I want to put in there. And for anybody that's willing to help, love to have it. But yeah, that's my baby. And again, I always think about you guys. That's how that idea even came about, because I noticed a gap. That's why the internship came out, because I noticed a gap, right? So I always look for problems and try to just fix it, because I didn't see anybody out there. Everybody's kind of taking a Band-Aid approach, but I wanted to follow through, but give you guys quality stuff. So anyways, that's the dealio. And again, go to YouTube, because like I said, we could probably organize a little bit better, okay? But the testimonials are on there. I mean, all the training is on there, except for like the insider threat stuff from the onboard. I had to put that on there because my phone number is on there, right? Because I mentioned my phone number, so that won't be on there. But everything else is pretty much there for the most part. If you see something that's not there, let me know, and I'll try to go back and pull it and then upload the MP4 there and let you know when it's live. But the ISO 27001's on there, CMMC is on there, FERPA you saw is on there. All that stuff's there for you guys in perpetuity, so you guys can refer back to and watch it. Okay. So, and the podcast has a ton of stuff on there, negotiating skills, all that. There's also in the YouTube, there's the commercial resume, a session we did, remember, and also the federal resume session we did too. So you can go back and watch that as well if you'd like, right? So anyways, I try to make it to where, because you're not going to remember a lot of this stuff, right? It's in your head now, but you figure 3 months from now, you're like, okay, wait, what was she saying? You can always go back. And then with the Kahoot, right? I'm going to give you guys the link. I'll plop it into the MS Teams channel, and then you can extend it. So you guys know that, right? For the Kahoot, you can just extend it down. So let me see. Let me go back to where'd it go? Oh, it's spinning on me. So it must be my. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can. There we go. So I like basically, if I give you a link, then you can just do show answers. Okay. So you just show answers. And so, like I said, this is a really good FAQ for you guys to. It's like, okay, wait, what did she say? When we were going to get our LORs and certificates? Where do I go to do this? Where do I go to sign up for the SOC? All that kind of stuff, right? All that's here, and you can use this as an FAQ. Okay. Where do I point people to go to sign up for the apprenticeship program? Like all that kind of stuff is here. Okay. So yeah, so let me go ahead and share. Let's see, how can I share from here? Let me see, I don't see it anymore. They kind of changed some stuff around. I used to mess with these a lot when I was teaching, but I'll just copy. Okay, so let me put it in, let me get my mouse here. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's that. I guess I didn't post that initially. Oh, posting doesn't like me. Oh, there. That's from earlier. I guess I didn't hit the go button. And then this is the Kahoot. Whenever it decides to post, there we go. That's the Kahoot. So again, you can go in there and just do the drop down. And again, that'll help too. That refresh your memory on anything we put out tonight. Okay. So with that said, you guys are awesome. Okay, don't forget to sign your yearbooks, right? Don't forget to do that. And then what you can do after is, I think you can one, the Kudo board. So we'll see if we expert, but everyone sign it. Okay. We'll leave it open for like another week or so. I'll give everybody an opportunity to go sign if you want to go edit or whatever, add more, whatever you want to do. And then you should be able to, I think if you might have to log in and to do an export, but then you can save it, right? So you can save it going forward. So anyways, much love, you guys. Let me know if you need anything, if you have a question, you know where to find me, right? Ping me if you need me. That's what I always say. I mean that. Are there any other final questions? Anything in the chat? Let's see if there's anything in the chat that I missed. I know it was a long night, but I wanted to, because my support doesn't stop today. That's why I wanted to extend that Kahoot, right? And let you know of all the other resources you have at your disposal. Okay. You have career mentorship and guidance for life, mentorship for life. I mean, that's the way I roll. As certain opportunities come up, I will be pinging you, right? And things. Also make sure you keep us apprised of your locations, because there's certain things that, yes, are remote, but let's just say there's something, I don't know, in Nigeria, right? It might be an opportunity in Nigeria. So if something comes up, or if you're aware of that, right? I mean, I can help you. I can help you negotiate. I can help you get in there, right? All that kind of stuff, right? As I'm trying to say, I'll help you in whatever way I can, right? We have the cybersecurity is everywhere, okay? But yeah, let me know so I can help you, or help identify any resources also in that area to help you too. Okay, don't think you're alone just because you're in another time zone or whatever. So we have people all over the world. Or ping another member of the cohort too and see if they know of anybody too that can help you and all that other stuff. Okay? So we're all here to help each other. Okay, and that Discord channel, I'll leave it with this. That Discord community channel, look, add resources to it. That's what it's for. It's your Discord channel, right? See a job, see an opportunity. There's a treasury thing in there too. You have to go to the treasury site though. But there's opportunities for women and minorities in treasury, right? For an internship and a variety of roles is what it says. So go there to the treasury site. If you have a problem finding it, let me know and I'll ping the point of contact that's there. And sign up, right? Don't sleep on it, because those things fill up rather quickly. Because I think it's like 25 slots, I think is what it said, or 45 or something. I don't recall what it says in the write-up, but look at it. Don't sleep on it. If you want it, just go for it, right? All they can do is say no, right? But you never know. You might just get a yes, especially since you've already been through an internship. And I'm already there at Treasury. So guess what? I can put in a good word for you. Okay. Yeah. So utilize your network. Okay. Because I think that internship, it's a paid internship too, by the way, at Treasury. And I think that one's a summer. Is it this year or next year? I don't remember. Anyways, I have to look at the write-up, but share the resources, okay, with each other in there, okay? Coordinate, like I said, facilitate study sessions, or, help each other. You get help, just pay it forward. That's all I ask. That's all I ever ask, right? Pay that kindness forward, okay? So with that said, you guys, congratulations, well-deserved. Awesome, you guys are awesome. And, let me know also how I can better serve you too. And then, and to each other, right? Because that's the thing, to each other. We're all a community, okay? And your network radius just got bigger. So, all right. Any other questions or anything before we conclude for tonight?
Hello, Anna. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Just in case you guys don't know who I am, my name is Robert. Robert. Wu.
Awesome.
I decided to take out of my free time to join with you guys and to really hear a lot of the recent graduates from the internship program. So in case you guys don't know who I am, I used to be in the internship program. I spent the entire spring program last year. And let me tell you, it has literally changed my life. Fast forward to today, I am working at Comcast as a cybersecurity incident response triage. Well, this is a big moment for me. I've been in the job for almost 5 months now. And I wanted to share this with you guys and let you know you're in good hands with Anna. Just my piece of advice is the key to success in this field is hard work, continuous learning, and networking with successful individuals who share your goals and values. Also, I strongly recommend asking as many questions to your mentors as possible. And make sure you take copious notes as you're going through this process, especially if you are working at your first cybersecurity role, and never let your foot off the pedal. That's the most important thing. Just because, okay, so the most challenging part of entering into the cybersecurity field is getting in. Once you've been hired, you will also need to overcome the probationary period at your first major cybersecurity job. So, so don't think for a moment just because you're in cybersecurity doesn't mean you should take your career and your job for granted. Always treat each and every day very seriously. And I've learned a lot, not just from this amazing internship program. I've also learned a lot as I'm going through my first major job in cybersecurity. So my advice is learn as much as you can while you're here. Start networking with, your circle of your field, and also just take your time very seriously. So this means setting up your study group and really get a lot of your certifications squared away, and also start networking with a lot of people and go to cybersecurity conferences and introduce yourself to potential employers. So the more you meet, the higher the chances of getting your first ideal job. So that's all I have to say for now. So back to you, Anna.
No, you're awesome. No, that was great. You can interject anytime. So Robert was awesome, and Robert was all in. He was one of those scuba dive kind of students. He was all in. Okay. Yeah, and even during the period, right? He pinged me right for advice too. So again, when you get a job, now you can't share any sensitive information from that job, but he's asked for like different strategies and things like that, right? Dealing with the team and all the other stuff. And so again, that's another, I'm there for you too, right? In that regard as well. So it's not just okay, you get a job, great, bye. It's ongoing. So yeah, Robert, awesome, thank you, and thank you for taking time out of your busy
You're
schedule
welcome.
too. Now, yeah, to show up. That's awesome. That means a lot, actually. I mean, it really does. It means a lot. So yeah, and you guys ping him too off and on. He's busy now, but ping him, in Discord or in the Teams or whatever, and you can ask questions, whatever. But again, that Discord channel, that Discord community channel, that's what it's for. And then MS Teams, I'm going to try to get the Spring crew, because initially we were Slack and then Discord and all that, but I'm going to try to get the Spring crew, even the ones that graduated that kind of fell off the radar a little bit, kind of ping them a bit, and get them into MS Teams in the alumni section, so that things for just alumni, we can do that there too, and not having to do, because I do put stuff in Discord, but that is also additional people besides the interns, right? A lot of people are in there. So kind of want to make it tailored to you.
Anna, I
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to interject here.
Yeah,
And circling back to what I was saying this whole time, another thing that I want to add, and I want to stress this very seriously, especially based on my recent experience transitioning from not only this internship, but this position, is critical thinking is a must. Plus working hard. So if you don't work hard and you don't take critical thinking seriously, it's going to be a rough ride, and you don't want to experience going through the hard landing. So in order to not go through a potential hard landing, it's best to take my words very seriously by asking questions, taking copious notes, and really take your career very seriously each and every day. I'm saying this because I don't want you guys learning it the hard way, especially if the economy gets into a lot of hard landing and you're not taking this career seriously. Just because cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing fields in the world doesn't give you the right to let your foot off the pedal and be complacent. Do not be complacent, please. I am telling you, complacency is basically a step away from being out in the streets, and you don't want that. And just take my word seriously. Get with Anna, whatever questions that you have, and you're going to be just fine.
Much love, Robert. You're awesome. You're awesome. So yeah,
You're very
kudos, man.
welcome.
Kudos to you. You rock, but again, he put everything he had in him into learning and everything and getting the certifications and all that. So, and he was never afraid to ask questions. Never afraid to ask questions. So yeah, you guys are awesome. Any other final, so I shared out my screen again because sometimes it doesn't show in the recording, but I shared out my screen again because now you guys, those of you that are on camera, are virtually with me in Alaska. Right? So that was kind of a strategic thing on my thing. So, hi from Alaska, right? So we can do the virtual hug, if you will, virtual group hug. Anyway, much love and success. Any final thoughts before we close out for tonight?
Did you see Russia from your neck of the woods?
No, I'm in Anchorage, actually. So yeah, but no, I can't see Russia from here. Yeah, not from where I'm at. No.
How do you keep yourself warm? I know Alaska
Yeah.
is so cold. How do you manage?
It is cold, but you know what? In Virginia the other day, it was actually, we were warmer here the other day than it was in Virginia. Virginia, I think, was 7 degrees the other day. The DMV area was 7 degrees. We were 10 degrees the other day. So believe it or not, we were warmer. I was like, whoa, that's what's up. Now, your body actually, believe it or not, kind of gets acclimated to it. You just have to respect it, right? And dress for it. That's all. But it's stunning nonetheless. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful out here, but you just have to respect it, respect nature, respect the weather, and you'll be fine. But yeah, great question. All right, you guys are awesome. All right, much love, you guys. If you have any follow-up questions or like that, ping us in MS Teams. Okay, go there first. Look at the Kahoot, because do the drop down, remember, because there's a lot of FAQs there. Become a member on the AnnaLondon.online website. There's swag on there. There's lots of swag. Check it out. Check it out. Branded swag and unbranded swag. So check it out. You'd be surprised what's on there. Get yourself something, whatever. And anyways, it's all good. Okay. All right. Much love and success. We'll see you. We'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Let me go ahead and stop sharing.
Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, add on LinkedIn. Oh,
Yeah,
go
have a
ahead.
good one, everyone. Thank you very much once again, Anna.
No, you're welcome. And I'll be reaching out to you and others too, because I have, as a follow-up, sorry, before we close out, because I'm gonna have smaller groups for resume stuff. I'm gonna do smaller groups. Okay. I think that'll help too. That's what I did recently for another group that we were submitting for another opportunity. I'm gonna do that in smaller groups of like 5 or 6 or 7. So look to that to happen, and we'll schedule something like that so we can get that as well. So you don't have to wait for the one-on-ones, too. But anyway, all right, you guys, much love and success. Have an awesome weekend. Rest. I know you guys deserve it. So, all right, let me go ahead and end it now. I'll stop
All
talking. I
right.
promise.
Stay safe.
You too.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Y'all take care.
Good night,
Have a good one.
guys.
Bye, Anna.
Bye bye.